everybody, this is the astrology, brief astrology before the weekly readings for April 1st through the 7th. Okay, now there's only two things that's really happening this week. Okay, the first thing we have, Aries is in the sun. Okay, Aries is in the sun, which talks about new beginnings, and it talks about rebirth of things. Okay, there it is. So with these two cards falling out, I'm hearing that it has to do with rebirth of the heart. Okay, so opening up of emotions, lots of new relationships, not lots of new things that are happening are now going through the growth phase. Okay, so they're either going to grow or they're not going to grow. This is where they get stronger or they get weaker around this time. Okay, you're seeing the beauty in, it's like you're seeing the beauty in a situation, and you got that fire up under you right now when it comes to love this week. Okay, so the next thing that's happening is Mercury is in retrograde. So Mercury in retrograde means that there is, problems with communication. Same old. Okay, this actually is going on. Both of these transits are going on from this week to next week, actually. So they're both going to be the same. But with Mercury in retrograde, look at that. Look at that. It's going to feel like things are falling apart, okay? You're going to be focusing on the past, wishing that the past would come back or things would get better. But really, honestly and truly, it's about your confidence and self-esteem right now. I feel like things aren't actually as bad as you think they are. It just kind of feels that way because of Mercury being in retrograde and people not knowing how to communicate or people not knowing how to express themselves correctly, okay? So this is a good time in relationships or other situations in your life to build more friendships, okay? Those last longer. A good relationship built on friendship is the best relationship, right? So this is going to help you in the future get out of hard challenges and hard problems with each other because you're friends first before you're lovers. So during these next 2 weeks, be very, very patient with each other, okay? You're gonna have to be patient during this week. I know it doesn't feel like you want to, but there's a lot of patience here because people are doing a lot of rebuilding. Things are being broken down and you're developing things that are stronger, okay? So we're going to go into your readings for the week. This is, well, I'm going to put this video for both weeks because it's the same. So it'll be 1st through the 7th and the 8th through the 14th. I'll see you guys next week. I love you very much. Love and light. Bye-bye. Hello, guys. So this is the weekly reading for April 8th through 14th for the element of water. I hope you're doing amazing. We're actually going to start with Cancer. So Spirit, what do you have for Cancer for April 8th through 14th? The first card that fell out for you was the King of Pentacles. So just with that one card, you may be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Okay, and I feel like they're very much in control. You think very highly of them, okay, which is good. That's good. You think highly of them. They have their stuff together, and for some reason I feel like they are an inspiration to you. Page of Cups. So you may feel like you are a little bit immature for them or just not up to par with them, okay? But I do feel like you're trying to be friends again. Trying to be friends again, or trying to find out where you sync up at, okay, with this person, Cancer. Devil in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse, and Nine of Pentacles in reverse. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Wands. So this tells me that there's a lot of communication, okay? If there's a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, which is completely obvious, I feel like you're trying to follow your heart. That's what it feels like to me. I feel like you're trying to follow your heart and what it is that you want to do and go towards someone. Communication, efforts, all of that. And that's what you're doing this week. Like I said, you're trying to take control of yourself. There may be someone, like I said before, who is in control of their life, and you kind of look at them as a sort of inspiration, okay? You may feel stuck, okay? Or this person may feel stuck with you. But I don't feel stuck. I just feel like they don't know how to continue forward. I feel like they're just kind of doing stuff, or you're just kind of doing stuff and seeing what happens, okay? This may be new to you. Not new to you, but I feel like you're just on a different emotional level than they are, and you're trying to build up to where they are. I feel like you've let some things go from your past that weren't very good for you, and you know they weren't good for you, and you're dealing with that now. You're learning how to be more independent because what you have done in the past wasn't paying off, and it wasn't helping you, you know, in the future, okay? So you are starting a new cycle in your life and trying to find some balance. You need to hold accountability to what happened to you in the past, okay? And that will help you get away from it. People, situations that no longer serve you, okay? And it's time for you to start thinking of the long term, okay? Because what you were doing before wasn't helping you grow, and you know that. So now you're following your desires and your dreams, what is good for you, like what your heart says is really good for you, and you're fighting for that, moving forward on it, using more reason, communication. You have ask. This talks about asking spirit to help you because you're going through a situation, especially with this world card. You're going through a new cycle in your life. So of course it's a little confusing and you may need some assistance. It just talks about praying, meditating, asking your spirit guides for assistance to help you through such a tough time, okay, this week. Okay, so next we're going to Scorpio. Spirit, what do you have for Scorpio for April 8th through 14th? What would you like them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of at this time? Six of Wands, Hermit, Two of Cups in reverse, Three of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Wands in reverse, Hangman, and Judgment in reverse. Lots, well, not lots of major arcana cards, but you have major arcana cards in your overall energy, which tells me that overall you're going to be feeling really strong about this week, okay? So it talks about, I feel like you're at a point in your life where you need to face some situations and you need to make some choices. And this week you're holding on to those ideas and those choices to see if there's a different route. a different perspective. Especially with the Hermit card being here, you're really in your head this week, okay? It's very interesting because I feel like with your friends and just outwardly, you seem very fine, okay? I feel like you're getting attention from places. People are appreciating you, who you are, and this makes you feel really good. Especially if it has to do with career. I feel like you're finding balance within your career. Your career is doing fine, but you're in your head, okay? You're in your head because I feel like there's either a person that you want to get affection from specifically, and you're getting it from lots of places, lots of people. You may be online dating as well, but just looking around, you may go on a few like friendly kind of dates. There may be specifically a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that you really like that has their stuff together. But for some reason, this week, something happens with the communication. It's like you start to see that you're not the same, or it's something about them that you don't trust, or you feel like isn't balanced very well, and you don't see it growing after you think about the situation. I feel like you decide to focus more on yourself, more on your career and your home. And I feel like this is you making better judgments, changing your perspective on love, not just going by communication or feelings or because someone is attractive. You're looking at a situation differently. It may have to do with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, okay? Or this is just you being more nurturing to yourself, to your thoughts, to your stability, and not just thinking about fun or what was fun or what seemed to be more fun. You're definitely taking more direction in your life, and that's why you may be saying to this person, you know, I don't have time, or we're not compatible. You're not allowing things to flow just because. You're making better decisions. It's like you're seeing the truth in the matter. You're seeing the truth in what you need by taking the time to think about it, taking the time to understand what is happening, figuring out what your specific path is. Heart chakra, there it is. Okay, so what you're doing is actually opening up your heart chakra, and I just want to explain that a little bit. It doesn't mean that you just accept anyone that comes in. That's not what that means. This means that you're actually listening to your heart. You're actually listening to yourself, like your soul, what your soul needs when it comes to relationships or love or people that you let enter into your life. Okay, you can have unconditional love, and nothing is the matter with that, but the heart chakra also talks about harmony and healing. Okay, and that's what you're doing. You're trying to bring everything together because you want things to balance out with what you want in the future. Okay, like what you would like in relationships, period. So next we have Pisces. Okay. Spirit, guardian angel, divine energy, universal energy. What do you have for Pisces for April 8th through 14th? What would you like them to know, be aware of, or pay attention to at this time? you have the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, Eight of Swords, Nine of Wands, the Fool card. Lots of wands and swords here. The Lovers card and the Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Now, with all these wands and swords, you are contemplating your passions, your drives. What do they mean? Putting reason behind them and not just acting on them. With these two cards, I feel like in love you may feel a connection with someone, okay? And you may be doing a little bit too much and not putting in that weight because you don't want to lose a person. That's what that feels like, okay? It also feels like you may be doing too much in your life, period, trying to get things together, whether it be in career, love, home, family, whatever it may be. And I feel like you're worried about something that has no business being worried about with this Eight of Swords. Being trapped in a certain situation that you can actually get yourself out of, but you feel obligated to it, okay? And whatever this is, this may be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that is causing you this worry. Okay, or it could just be something that is coming in really fast and you feel like you need to make a decision on it. It may have to do with a younger person in your family. It may have to do with a new project that you started, okay? Because you were very optimistic, you had really good passion behind it, and now it's coming towards you really fast, okay? Or it was. Now, I feel like you're trapped in a cycle of trying to make something work. It's like your passion for it is declining a little bit. And I feel like that has to do with working too hard on something. I also feel like you know what you want and you're going to continue to fight for it. But you have to find a new way of doing things. Take a risk and find a new way. The old way is causing you worry. Like, don't worry about it. Just do it. That's what I'm seeing here, which is really interesting. Go for it. Start something new. Take a risk. But you're trying to stop it's like you are trying to protect yourself because you don't want to make any foolish moves or do anything that is foolish. You're afraid of being hurt. You're afraid of not being seen for what exactly, who it is that you are or what it is that you can offer. But it's time for you to walk away from that and start something new. You also may need to walk away from being the one that does everything or makes everything happen. Try a new route where you allow things, not allow things to come to you, but kind of go with the flow instead of being the one to always make things happen or force things to happen. Because it comes to a point now, you're at this time now, especially with the Lovers card, where things just are, things need to sync with you instead of you being the one to force everything to happen and not respecting the process and allowing things to flow the way that it's supposed to flow. Okay. Time to go, which is interesting because you do have the Eight of Cups here. So you've done all that you can do, and now it's time for you to try a different route. Okay? You need to walk away from being the one to put in all the efforts, feeling like you have to, and if you don't, you know, it causes a sort of grief or worry in your life because you should have, or it was just something that you needed to do. Okay? So thank you so much for listening. I will see you all next week. I love you very much. Love and light. Bye-bye.